Hey everyone, this is Lori with 3 Keys Astrology. My email address is ducky@3keysastrology.com and my website is www.3keysastrology.com. Now, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the sexy readings that I offer on my website. If you want to know your lover intimately, your husband, your wife, get over to that my website, www.3keysastrology.com, and enjoy those readings. They're quite telling. And when you know what other people need, you're a better partner, lover, teammate, friend. So those sexy readings are delicious. Now, I also offer astrology and remedy readings. You'll find those on the website. And I just want to thank you for sharing my videos and boosting the logarithm on this channel. It means a lot to me. I've worked at it for a couple of years. This is your weekly forecast for August 6th through 13th. Now, if you saw the weekly last week, and many of you did, I told you that you could have a really delicious weekend. There will be certain signs that will definitely feel the reward of choosing to be in higher vibes of love and of understanding and of bringing a little heaven to earth. That's what we should always do, especially when times are difficult. This week ahead is pretty exciting, and it can even be, imagine two welders and those the welding gun or whatever the heck it's called. Imagine mano a mano, these two guns of electricity igniting, and picture the red hot, white hot, orange hot sparks flying. That's the energy this week because we're building to a full moon in Aquarius. It's mostly going to affect Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And on the world stage, which is not what most of my astrology is about, we can expect explosive and deadly energy, high rebellion, and again, picture transformers just blowing up, power plants exploding, and then imagine that the seismic shifting and pressures under the earth that I've talked about in the last couple of videos erupting. So we're going to see tsunami energy. We are going to see earthquakes, I promise, and volcanic eruptions, strong, high, high. So the good news is on Thursday, August 11th, which happens to be my little sweetest little Leo, little lovable grandson's birthday, we have our full moon in Aquarius. But better is that Venus ingresses into Leo. So you have the power of the sun in Leo. It's never stronger for you to do the right thing, for you to be the right person in every situation. So Sun in Leo and Venus in Leo is, of course, igniting passion and desire and nobility in your relationships. Leo rules the heart. So this energy is phenomenal. This can be a very joyful time in life, and this energy remains through the 21st. So again, like the previous forecasts, love is what matters. Our whole chart is ignited by the power of Venus and the sun. It's really blessing Taurus, Cancer, and Pisces. This is your year, Taurus. You're my fellow Taurians. Papa Fate is spinning the wool and the wheel and the weaving of our lives towards love, and it's going to benefit Capricorns and Virgos. These are exciting times for sure. So I think that I've repeated that we've had these really delicious weekends. In last week's forecast, I gave you a little heads up about Sunday. This Sunday can be trying for all of us. But if you're faithful, if you're devoted, if you're not unstable, and if your relationships are nice and strong, go to Mass. And then while we're supposed to keep the Sabbath holy and not work, there's some really good energy for like cleaning out garden sheds, going to the dump to get rid of stuff. It's excellent for outdoor, if you're weeding the garden, or you've been carrying around the kids' bikes and pogo sticks and gliders and water toys, and your children are grown up and have moved away 30 years ago. The energy is still screaming so loudly with Pluto and Capricorn that we have to get rid of our excess, that you can't make room for something new if you're stuffed full of life yesterday. That's palpable. So the biggest events this week are Venus in Leo and the full moon in Aquarius. Emotions are high, passions are higher. And I want you to ask yourselves, no matter what sign you are, what am I passionate about? And then ask yourself, second, are your actions moving you toward your passions? You see, Venus and the Sun are the highest of creative potential. And there are many of us signs that are highly creative. And again, we're being blessed. You should also know that the Leonid meteor showers are occurring 50 to 150 an hour. So I recommend you take moon baths this week. I recommend that you're outside communing with nature as often as you can be. Build some fires. It'll help warm up that cold moon. But really pick your battles. This isn't a week to fool around, because you could be, again, picture two welding guns bamming into each other. That would be you and somebody in oppositional energy. And the explosions of this will be deadly, unfortunately. A lot of endings are happening, and that's been our forecast huge since 2018, really since 2008. This cycle's almost finishing and will in 2023. So, yeah. And if you are moving toward what you're passionate about, get all Leo in your life, no matter who you are. And that is this internal feeling of growing love, an internal radiance that is only offering support, care, concern. Offer what you have that's valuable. Yes, it's financial. Leo and Venus is finances. Leos, you can have some of the best money-making potential through 21st. You see, Venus is the goddess of love, and when she's in Leo, she is with the God energy that is our Father in heaven, and she's really content to be in under his wing, if you will, and being held in his arms. Women that love this kind of man, these are executive men. These are men who have achieved their highest success. These are men that are self-confident and have an abundance for their families, for the people that work for them. This is king energy. It's so good. And when Venus is in Leo, she can certainly be a queen. So if you have women in your life that ignite your fire, men listening to this video, you have to make her feel like she is sitting next to you, and that she is adored. Put her on a throne. Make her high in your life. Give her priority, because a man that's loved by a woman like that is unstoppable. And the energy that the sexes give each other, and that's what those sexy readings are about. When you understand what your mate needs so intimately, you start to build really strong and unbreakable bonds. That's why I offer them. So get Leo, everyone. What does that mean? That means you warm to others. That means you provide for others. That means you give it your all. That means you are supporting others in their lives, in their creative endeavors, in their dreams. And this is about pleasures. This is about fun and red hot romance. Make no mistake. So, yeah, this is a really, really beneficial energy. And it's going to encourage Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo most especially to aim high. Don't settle for weak, impoverished, destabilized others. That you spin your wheels in life. You'll waste hours and hours by not being where you belong. And so raise the bar. I've said it before. Choose to be around the best and only the best. Choose to be around people that are stable, secure, solid, and confident. Leo and Sun Leo offers confidence. When we think of Greek mythology and Roman mythology, those men with ripped muscles and oiled skin that had incense and myrrh and all of those ancient treasures, they would bring them to their women. Knights in the medieval times were so celebrated when they fought for the crown or fought for Christ and came home. Sun in Leo is an alpha man. He's not beta. He's not nursing off of his mom when he's 40, 50 years old, still living at home. Sun in Leo is a man that's 100% alpha, and he has drive, he has ambition, and he has big, strong arms to lift up the people in his family of origin, and especially his wife, his lover, the woman he adores. So I hope all of you get some of that energy. Now, so yeah, Leo's on fire. Taurus, this is our year. So lock in love and refuse to struggle over nonsense, because this week has potential to tip you off. But stay in the goddess energy. You were born with it. Leo, you are ruled by Venus, the goddess of love. And in Leo, she's soaking in the sun. She's soaking in the energy of the man she loves. And I would say put a little hot sauce on your love life. Taurus, Capricorns, and Virgos for sure. There's so many new opportunities. The explosive energy that's coming is Uranus versus Uranus. And that's two lightning bolts of exploding you in, cracking open the universe and pummeling you forward, like the catapult energy that I talked to you about last week. This is powerful energy. It's forcing you to go forward in life. So there's so many opportunities. Are you recognizing them? It's your turn, Taurus. And like I said, Papa Fate awaits you. The Sun in Leo is Father God. He's not stronger. And the palpable energy of strength in parenthood this week, and strong families and strong corporations and strong business endeavors is so very powerful. We're not getting this back again till next August. So relish in it. Now, if you're a Virgo, I'm going to ask you to rest, rest, and rest. That means any of your 3 keys. If you don't know what they are, comment below, give me your birth details, and I will tell you who your planetary rulers are, who the 3 keys are, so that when I give forecasts, you can pay nice and close attention to this. Virgo, rest, rest, rest. You need to take some extra vitamins. The universe is telling you to get the clogs out of the plumbing of your life. You can literally be having plumbing issues. You can literally be having feeling stopped and cornered. And I'm going to ask you most of all to get the clogs out of your mind, because the energy of your sister signs is offering you newness. So think nouveau, beautiful Virgos. 105 days before your birthday, and this is all signs, but because your birthday is coming up, Virgo, your vitality can wane a little, just as the way we feel, all of us, at the energy of the new moon. So rest, restore, don't push things this week. And yeah, and if you're watching this forecast, Lori, Brandon's in the freezer. All right, okay, Capricorn, excavate and recreate. The power of Pluto is revitalization. Make no mistake. You've been undergoing major changes since 2008. They got really hard in 2018, and you faced a ton of endings. But remember, when things end, it's for a reason. And so I want you to excavate, revitalize in every area of your life, Capricorn. The power of Taurus and Virgo is helping you get sensual and get more in touch with your sensuality and in the power of Venus. You deny yourself the goddess of love often Capricorn, and I don't want you to do that. So go get those sexy readings that I offer on the channel or on my website, www.3keysastrology.com. All of you can reach out to me at Ducky at 3Keys Astrology. Wait a minute. Ducky at gmail.com. Oh my God, I just forgot my email address. It's on the website. I am a little tired too. Okay. Now we're going to talk to you, Gemini, and I want you to be aware of mental discord. This is a really powerful week, and it can tip you off into high states of anxiety and nervous tensions, especially Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and the 7th, and the morning of the 8th on Monday. Now, I have valuable astrology and remedy readings. We meet on Zoom, and if any of you just want to talk about life right now and have astrology consults, those are also available on my website. For those of you who want to study, get over there. We're starting a new class in September in Virgo season. Sign up for those learning modules, and you can become a professional astrologer in 20 weeks if you have 3 weeks to spare. That says learning module on my website. There are 4 of them. I have a star module, the 5th module, should you want to have the bells and whistles of astrology, some deeper complexity and analysis. So go take it up. If you've already studied with me, you're welcome to that module, but you will not be able to order that module until you've taken the first 4. So I want you to know that this full moon assures endings in some of your relationships. And what I'm going to ask you, Gemini, is can you let go? And I just want you to be aware. I'll offer you remedies to keep you in peaceful states if you're struggling with that. Sorry, I know all of it. I drive you crazy when I touch my hair, but I am melting. The humidity is really high. That's why my hair looks like it's as puffy as a dandelion gone to seed. And it's a little in my eyes, so sorry about that. Hopefully you're more interested in what I'm saying than what I look like, because I'm so over all of that. All right, now let's talk to you, Libra. Libra, this week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are can bring some financial fights in your life, and you need to ask yourself, what am I fighting for? This week is going to be forcing you to accept endings, Libra. But remember that Venus, the goddess of love, and the power of the sun in Leo can promises that everything happens for a reason. And I want you to just believe, Libras. You're sweetly ruled by Venus. You have to realize what your heart's desires are. And you have to accept endings when they come instead of getting all distorted and confused with indecision. Believe me when I tell you, our universe, people, mankind, humankind have never lived in a more prosperous world than the one we live in now. Though it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. We live better than any of our ancestors ever have. And I want you to be rest assured that there's promise for new beginnings. Let things go. Don't be fighting over stupid money. It's ridiculous. And property, and that's really antithetical to what God made your nature to be. I would say it's going to be the culmination of lawsuits because Libra rules our legal affairs. So you can finally be wrapping up mediations and any lawsuit that you have going. And it's going to be good. So do you want to stay stuck for another year involved in fights? Because Libra, you have to choose. So just believe in the power of love and the power of the goddess energy that's highly complementing you. You will have plenty of money. You will have enough. But if you're wavering and you're around people that are control freaking you or taking your power away, you need to question whether you're people pleasing and take your power back. And that's by making firm decisions and letting go. Let it go. Let it go. All right, Aquarius. Whew! Aquarius, this full moon is your full moon. And just after the full moon on the very delicious weekend, for most of us, you can be planning a trajectory for next year. We're not going to have another full moon in Aquarius again until next August. This full moon comes on Thursday, August the 11th. And I would ask you to get a compass. I would ask you to get a set of scales. I would ask you to get a magnifying glass. And I would ask you to get an hourglass, because time is of the essence. A big, huge cycle in your life is ending, and your 2023 is going to be big. So if your 3 keys are in Aquarius, if your chart ruler is Uranus or Saturn, come to me. Ask me for a reading. If you've had a birth chart reading, I cast forward. I'm an advanced intuitive astrologer. You do want to know what 2023 looks like, Aquarius. It's powerful. You're going to go through major changes in the next 30 years. And I'm your professional personal astrologer to help you navigate that area. Now, all of you have the constellation Aquarius in your birth chart. Wherever that is, that's going to undergo major renovations. Aquarius, I would ask you to refuse to be boxed in. I would ask you to refuse to be locked in. Just like Sagittarius, freedom is highly important to you. Never let anyone own your mind. You have one of the highest. And if you're having any kind of anxiety this week, any tension, I want you to name where it is in your body, and then come and get some astrology and remedy from me. Get readings from me. That's absolutely not the power that God gave you. You see, Mercury is the way all of us communicate, think, hear, listen, our ability to relate. But Uranus, your ruler Aquarius, gives you the energy to think outside of the box, gives you the highest mental faculties of all the signs. So if you're feeling stifled, strangled, boxed in, locked in, closed in, oppressed, you're going to blow. And endings are inevitable this week, Aquarius. But I would say that if you're feeling like you can't breathe, you need to work out your body, get on a good run, go spend that energy physically, and have some, you need to have some freedom. And it would be a great time for you to get away and go watch those Leonid showers. They'll help warm up the energy. Have a fire by the water. That would be really, really good for you, Aquarians. You need to warm up, and you need not to freeze off, back off, block off, cut off, because you do have the tendency to detach and stay away, staying stubborn in your mind. And what I think, if you can remember this mantra, what's over is over, so please let it go. Praise it, bless it, and let it go. All right, Sweetwater signs, my fellows, my favorites, dear Cancers, you, like me, have been relishing having Venus on us. Friday and Saturday, the 6th and the 7th, and last weekend was so full of an outpouring of love from others. So we're glowing, bask in the glow. Venus promises love for all of us, and we are the recipients. And that's why many of us love the month of July. So glow. The full moon is rising, and I want you to just savor the sweetness of the people that pour their love on you. And like I said, Niall Horan's Pour a Little Love on Me, You Are the Reason by Callum Scott. A shout out, thank you for teaching me how to pronounce his name. Someone to Love Again by, oh my goodness, shame on me, I just lost his first name, Capaldi. He's a Scottish Italian who sings Someone to Love. All things, any love song that you're attuned to that makes you happy, get romantic. Andrea Bocelli serenades us romantically. I love Zucchero, who's an Italian musician. He's got some pretty hot songs that'll get your blood pumping. So get in the vibe of romance, Cancer, and savor the sweetness of your life and let strife go. Our nature is not, we're soft creatures. We're very sensitive creatures like Pisces. And if intentions are going to rise this week, but I'm going to ask you not to shell up and wall off and go off alone. One of the sweetest signs, the mother energy in the zodiac, whether you're a man or woman, is telling you that you need a partner. You're ruled by the moon, so all of our new moons and full moons really highly affect us. We're moon people, we're lunarian. Go out in the full moon and under the light of the full moon, having a fire by the water, because fire and water are excellent energies for all of us moon people, all the Cancers and all the Leos especially. So the light of the full moon in Aquarius is a cold energy compared to our warmth in the July sun that gives us the dawn of our days. That's why we Cancers love mornings. And Cancer rising, especially on the day that you were born, that no matter what time of the day you were born, Cancer rising means that the sun was dawning in the constellation Cancer. We're moon people, which means we're sensitive. We are clairsentient, we're hyper-feeling, words aren't necessary. And the radiance inside of our souls is, you can't get more mama energy than Cancer energy. And in that creation theme where God made a man and a woman, he made mommy and daddy. If you go into your shell, wall off, and live lonely lives, reach out to me. I'll help you warm up. Cancer, you deserve to be loved. And all the powers that are in Taurus and Pisces this entire year since last November 2019 are promising you new love. So I want you to please know that the energy this week too, on top of this satisfaction and satiation of really soulful energy is all over you. I want you to do the backstroke and the breaststroke in this energy. This energy is so good for you. And under the light of that full Aquarian moon, build that fire as big as you can. Get it as high as you can, as big as you can. And decide to stay warm, not to be cold or lonely in your shell. So I just want you to know that as the week progresses on Sunday while it's Mass, because Cancers can hoard, we are the most likely to keep love letters and pictures of our children, even if they're in their 50s or 60s, all of their trophies and monuments and recognitions. Cancer, make some pretty memory boxes this week and make them really pretty so that you can give those to your children and get them out of your own home. You need to make room for your lover. Clear out a drawer. Get rid of half the stuff in your closet so your new love can hang his or her clothing there. Don't be distracted by anything nonsensical. So after Mass on Sunday, energy is building really, really good to help you get your nose to the grindstone. You can do some incredible work this week, Cancers, my fellow Cancers, because of the energy that Taurus and Pisces is giving us. You need to take a good look when you're out at that fire. Do some praying and meditation on any Black Moon Lilith energies and any Plutonian energies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, come and get a reading or an astrology consultation, and I'll help you eliminate those people that are draining you. People that are always mired in muck and drama and garbage and leaving you hanging and leaving you wondering and leaving you behind, Cancer, are the people that I want you to eject this week. Time for you to cut them off, and do it by the full moon on Thursday, by the power of the light of the full moon. If anybody's making you feel like you need to retreat, and if you give gifts and they somehow try to sabotage your gift giving, or you give their compliments are like a double-edged sword, there's something sordid and denigrating in the compliment. That's kind of subtle Plutonian Black Moon Lilith cutting you down. Go. New love awaits you, Cancers. Seek and ye shall find. Love is everywhere, and your sensitive, sweet soul deserves to feel content. Because there's so many more people on our planet that are filled with love, light, and internal radiance. They're devoted to God. They have high moral conduct, and they don't make deals with the devil. They don't sully themselves and condemn their own souls by living dark, secretive lives. We can't be involved with people like that. We are the light of the full moon, Cancers. We're the ones who bring light to darkness. That's moon energy. And so it's time to cut off all Plutonian and Black Moon Lilith types and take them to the dump. Sweet Cancers, cut them loose. They do not belong in your homes, in your life, in your mind, around your thoughts. And I don't want you to get distracted this week either, because there's excellent work ethic energy for you. We're highly creative and the energies are highly creative. So all of us that sing, that pray, that serve the community, because the moon is a public. So all social workers, all people that are caregiving and nursing, all people that are doing their best, mind, body, and soul, to physically improve, emotionally improve, and mentally improve others. We have great energy to get some powerful stuff done this week. Enjoy it. Now, if you're involved in a legal battle, this won't be the best time. If you can delay signing final contracts, I would. All right, I'm going to talk to you, Scorpio. Scorpio, listen to what I'm saying with your heart and soul. You might get mad at me. I expect it. But I hope you stay in the nice grand trine water vibe that your fellow Cancerians and Pisceans give you for your whole life. Those are the kind of friends you need. Cancers, those are the kind of lovers you need, Scorpio. And then life flows a lot easier for you. Now, I know you're warm all over, because this weekend also promises, as I make this forecast for the 6th through the 13th, we are in the energy of the 5th and the 6th. And on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, August 4, 5, and 6, I told you last week, it's sexy time. And the energy is so sensual, so sexual, so easy for you to meld and connect to the people that you love. But as the week progresses, you have to be warned. If you're doing anything that's sneaking around, dipping in forbidden fruit and pools and spinning the roulette wheel of life and letting your passions take you where they might go foolishly, I'm going to tell you that you're going to get found out this week, Scorpio, and you won't like it. So imagine your worst enemies letting the people that you're deceiving in on what you've been doing. And imagine that at your front door, the front door of your life, your 3 worst enemies are building a mountain of TNT. And they're loaded up with kerosene, gallons of kerosene in their hands. And Scorpio, I promise you, by the light of the full moon, your whole wide world could get blown apart. And I'm going to tell you that your ass is going to get blasted off. I'm going to get a little graphic here. I'm also going to tell you that remember that your life as you know it will no longer be. And like the old adages that speak to us about the ass of a donkey, if you've been donkeying around in your life and wrestling around in the mud with seedy others, doesn't matter if it's drugs or sex or vice, Scorpio can't help but be compelled. I just want you to remember that donkey parable. And I promise you, because of that caustic, explosive energy of Uranus against Uranus, that lightning bolt, that flash of insight, because ultimately Uranian energy is about freedom, and ultimately it's the pure, unadulterated truth. And it's right at your door, Scorpio. And Taurus is asking you to get high in the conditions of the way you love and how you show love. You gotta shake all the dark. You gotta stop being so suspicious and so intrusive and so possessive, Scorpio. Because just like those donkey parables teach us, when this week gets through with you, if you've been bad boys and bad girls, you're not going to be able to recognize your head from your ass. I promise. That's not a very nice place to be in life. They're going to look the same. And so that you better behave, Scorpio. Behave yourselves. All right. And that means if any of your 3 keys are in Scorpio. So have a good look at your indulgences and how often you spin the roulette of life and how often you're living on the edge and how whatever that substance is that's getting you high or that's illicit, illegal, and forbidden. You got to check because that fruit bowl is going to explode. And like I said, you won't recognize your head from your ass. And that's not a very fun place to be. And that's going to continue. So you better shape up, Scorpio. Now, if you're a good Scorpio, expect a very sexy week. Sweet treats are yours, especially Friday and Saturday night, the 12th and the 13th. 4-5-6 was all about lovemaking and intense, passionate melding of the sexes. And so it is again on the 12th and 13th. So have yourself some truthful relationships, Scorpio, and you won't look like a donkey. You don't have to listen to donkey parables. And of all the signs, you most likely, if your 3 keys are in Scorpio, get over and order my sexy readings. If you want to know what your lover needs, if you want to know how to please your lover, it's not just about lovemaking. It's the kind of lovemaking that's so sensual that you will find each other, you will help each other become the person they're supposed to be because you're giving them that sexual energy in the privacy of your relationship that helps them stay strong and full in their working relationship. All right, and finally, sweet Pisces, it's a great week for you to create. There's just no other way to say it. And we that love to draw, we that are sculptors, we that make pottery, we that love to paint, wow, are we ever going to get creative juices? That actually, when it comes to be on the 7th, and then 8th and 9th, I would say that the dreams that you're having and the creations that God's giving you, your spirit guides and angels, you can make very practical. Your dream sleep should also be very rich. Now, because we are so inspired by nature, Pisces, I want you also to have a fire by the water, especially on a really big bonfire by the light of that moon. I do want you also to keep yourself secure and safe from agitation and tension and deranged and unstable people. It's a very good week for you to make sure that you're resting and to beef up your vitality a little bit because the explosive energy that's coming could really destabilize you. And if you're spinning your wheels and wasting your time, have a little, it would be a really good idea because of the yummy Capricorn energy that's with you for the beginning of the week to get things done, get rid of things, and walk into your future. Take measure again of who derails you in life, just like I told Cancer. Who derails you? Who agitates you? Who spins your mind off? What are you wasting your time for? Pisces can waste hours and hours of life and miss the boat and miss out on some of the best times because you get easily distracted. Stay focused, Pisces. What matters to you? And at the beginning of this video, I ask you some questions about your passion and the people you need to be with. Like Cancer, you can't afford to be around ugly energy. That's the antithesis of the makings of your soul. You're the most spiritual creatures on our planet. And you, by the light of the full moon too, and by any body of water, you can really be recharged and you really need to rest. But edgy is not your thing. Smooth is your groove. Flowing is your groove. And so I would say that Monday through Thursday, you can really take those dreams and make them become practical. So if it's financing you need to further maybe you wrote a book, if it's anything legal that is going to seal in like the, copyrights for your published book or anything legal, get it done. Anything that's going to promote your future, Get it done. And keep your nose to the grindstone. And don't get distracted and be involved in these long, drawn out bullshit conversations that are the same woolly shit going round and round and round. Protect yourself. And of all the signs too, go look for those Leonid meteor showers. The power that's in the spark of falling stars, which is what they look like, and 50 to 150 an hour. So if you're camping, if you're waterside, we all have to get outdoors. There's exciting energy with the sun and with Venus, and it's fiery and it's warm and it's hot, and it can help you stay focused. But ground good this week, Pisces. And that grounding can happen when you're building a fire, when you're actually carrying wood to the pile, and when you're building something. I mean, I would even go as far as to say, make something physically with wood. And in a pun, not intended, that's something else Pisces, especially men, need to do. Don't sacrifice your masculinity. Don't. There's a reason why God made your bodies the way they are, men, Piscean men, Cancerian men. Get into the power of what that energy is. And what could I say? I'll just wink for you. I think you know exactly what I mean. And that power you need to build too. And fire energy can help you do that. And standing your ground can help you do that. You were given male organs and you were given male sexuality for a reason. So do not swim away from that power, because Pisces has a lot of power. Your hearts are irresistible. So build up your masculine energy. And if anybody's trying to take it away, and if you're married to somebody that diminishes you, emasculates you, denies you, you're in the wrong place, sweet Pisces. I love you to death. You're one of my favorite, always have been. Whether you're men or women, I love my Pisces. So I would say that this week is about not talking, unless you have to make financial arrangements to secure your future commerce or whatever you're trying to build and create. That would be the only talking I would do. Otherwise, I would spend my time in creative energies. And if that for you is lovemaking, if that for you is building violins, if that for you is being in your studio, it's great for photographers. The weekend's delicious. You're going to love, like you did last weekend, this weekend. I hope you're with someone who loves you, and I hope you're making lots of love and planning a special weekend. But you do have to purge the Pluto, and because new streams of love and light are, if you can picture the most brilliant sunrises, the power of that energy, and if you can get up that early in the morning on those ambrosial hours at 5:30 and dawn, and take that energy in, and then take that energy of that full moon building at night, even but for 20 or 30 minutes, the powers of creative energies are going to explode you. I know I have a sweet new student, all of you that are watching, who's incredible. This is a shout out to Emma, who built her website, Galaxy Astrology, www.galaxyastrology. She's featured in my private Facebook group that we are keeping private. We are not the group of hypochondria and hate. We are a loving, caring community of some really high souls who are here to help heal the earth. That power is better than ever. Don't underestimate it, and don't get mired in Black Moon Lilith mentality that's media that's trying to suck you in and hypnotize you to believe that all hell has broken loose. Not true. And that's the reason for the astrology and remedy classes that I began to offer in May. So, there's new streams of love and light blessing you very highly. And I want you to be with your lover no matter what. And if you can get away on a little vacation, this is a perfect weekend to do it, Pisces. So speak little, but show your creation. Show that masterpiece you've painted. Let your book out. Read your poetry. Sing your song. Show your sculpture. Boy, the creative energies are juicy. So for everybody, I wish you a very happy second week in August. Happy birthday to my little Leo King, our sweet little triple Leo. He's magical. I think he's a little Olympian god. Our Leo children are sunshine souls. If any of your 3 keys are in Leo. Oh, I know who else I want to shout out to, Mr. Barbecue. I think it's your birthday and you love one of my sweetest little girls. This will be a very exciting week for both of you because she's Aquarian and he's Leo. And if the dynamics of your family, but that's why you come and get those sexy readings, those compatibility readings from me. This is going to be a powerful week for all Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I pray that it's not welder on welder and sparks flying and mountains of TNT ignited by kerosene, but it's possible. It's possible for a lot of people to run away. So if you have delinquent children, and you can expect them to try to escape this week. If you've been stuck and suffocating in a marriage, if you've been putting up with betrayals, and if you're being overlooked, it's a great week to cut loose, get away. All right, everyone. Love you guys. Thank you so much for sharing my work, ordering my services. You're making me one very happy astrologer. And I hope you have a really great, sunny, loving August. It has so much treasure. Bye for now.